Hi, hello, good morning. Welcome to the day. Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to this video. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Designing Dylan. I'm Dylan. I have been hesitant about making videos and putting them online to a public forum, but lately I've been really inspired by a friend of mine to do so. Mostly because I have been doing some really fun projects around my house that I'd love to immortalize and have to look back on later, just as far as like the process, the before and afters, just things that I'm really liking about my physical space right now. And then just in a broader sense, I was thinking Designing Dylan is more about the physical space. It's about how that physical space impacts that inner, like, mental spiritual space, and how that mental spiritual space impacts the physical space. And I thought it was a really good opportunity to allow the space for kind of a video diary that I would then put on display in a public forum, which is lightly terrifying. But I'm hoping that some of the topics range from, like, not only home and projects, but also, I have dogs, I have family, I teach and judge competitive dance, I assistant direct musical theater and theater productions. And I'm also just like a millennial, like living my best life in 2025. So hopefully there's some relatable things here for all three people watching this, my mom and her two best friends. But yes, I invite you along. I have a busy week. I have been putting off doing this for so long because I keep thinking things will get lighter. After next weekend, my load will lessen and I'll have time to do this. After this milestone, I'll have more time to do A, B, and C. And then I realized that's never going to happen. I'm always going to be incredibly busy. So I'm going to start us right in the action. This week, I have a lot to do. I just got a new Mini Dachshund. Come here. Well, not this one. This is Hooch, my golden doodle. But I also have Turner. Come here. Don't be shy. Come here. You're a good boy. Come here. We can do this. Ow, everyone, calm down. Relax. This is Turner. He's my brand new Mini Dachshund. He's kind of a mess, a wriggly mess. He's about 12 weeks old and he has his first vet appointment. So we're going to go to that. There's supposed to be some nice weather this week. So I'm hoping that I can do a really fun backyard project. I'm hoping to build my own deck in the backyard. Nothing big, nothing fancy, just something to sit on. We also have a dance competition coming up this weekend. Usually I'm judging them, but this week the studio I teach at and choreograph with is going to their first competition of the season. My mom's getting surgery, so all of these plans are tentative based on the needs of my parents. And I'm also assistant directing downtown at the Bay City Players, assistant directing a production of Oklahoma. So I'll be popping in and out of there as needed. So yeah, that's the week ahead. I invite you along to kind of see how things go. But if you're feeling it, give a little follow, give a subscribe, give a comment. I love your feedback. I love your compliments. I don't know, but most of all, I hope you just find something in this video diary that speaks to you and makes you feel a little less alone. All right, it's time to take that little puppy to the vet. Let's go. So change of plans. We were early by an entire day, which is new for us because usually we're late by an entire day. So today we were early and they couldn't accommodate us coming in early today. So we'll be back tomorrow. You get one more day before shots. Okay. Well, I guess we go back home and back to work. Okay, everybody. It's time to go outside. Okay. All right. Not the angle we wanted, but it's the angle we got. Anyway, hello. Hi. So we got home from the vet appointment that wasn't real, and I finished up some work, and I just fed these little guys an early dinner. Where is he? Oh, there's one. There's the other. But they got an early dinner. They're going outside to go to the bathroom right now, and then we're going to head out to the dance studio. We've got a rec jazz class. Then I teach baby ballet, and then I teach the senior competition dancers ballet. And then we have contemporary with the pre-seniors. But since they're wrapping up this week and going to competition, chances are we'll be running a lot of their dances instead of doing technique in those classes. So just getting that last little moment of peace with these guys before we go. This little one's been doing so good in the backyard. He has been kind of a bully. He doesn't realize that this dog is absolutely tiny, so he terrorizes him a little bit. And there's a dog next door that's like always outside. So he's always like screaming at the neighbor dog. So I don't know, it sucks. I want to be able to like leave him out here so he can enjoy, but he just barks and the whole neighborhood can hear him. So this summer we're going to work on desensitizing him a little bit so that he's not so loud with the neighbor dog. And he's not being he's not being like bad. He's just playful. He's not vicious. He's just loud and kind of rude. So I kind of want to mitigate that barking as much as possible because I want to be able to like, let him out and let these dogs have peace and quiet. So Turner can be in the house without Hooch. Hooch can be in the backyard without Turner. They get along, but they like their independence. But anyway, we're going to run in some circles and then I'm going to head to dance. Other thing that kind of sucks is that Turner is not housebroken yet. So he has to stay in his little cage and he hates it. And I know that it's all part of the process. It's for his own good. It's for his own safety. He can't be chewing on cords and getting into stuff he shouldn't be getting into. So we have this little crate in my room, which I'm not going to show you because my room is disgusting right now. But I hate it. I hate the sound of him crying. I hate the thought of him being here in a cage by himself. with Hooch just gawking at him. But I did the same thing with Hooch when he was a baby. We did that for a while until he was ready. And then slowly I would like leave him out of his cage when I like went to the grocery store, or I would, leave for smaller things. And then eventually I was leaving him at home while I was working before I worked from home. Hi. And now he kind of has free reign of the house, but he's also a very good dog. He's never, like Hooch, he's never chewed up anything. I think there was like maybe one time when I was moving out of my first apartment with him that I noticed that the baseboards had been chewed up a little bit, but they were completely repairable. Nobody ever noticed. And having a brand new puppy, it's surprising that that would be the case. But I don't know. We were just really blessed with Hooch. Right, Hooch? Super blessed. And now the baby's going to start crying. So I'm going to leave the dog TV on. I'm going to throw my coat on and I'm going to head to dance. Okay? I'll see you after. All right. We have vet appointment take 2. It is Thursday, about a little after 1. I have to be there by 1:30, and I also have to get gas because my little miles indicator hit 0, and I remember it did that yesterday. So we're running a little slight today. Anyway, I have the little man here. And we're gonna get this vet appointment done. We're just gonna get it done, okay? But first I have to get gas. Okay, let's go.
I was like, I want to see a cute little dachshund. Why did I not see one? Hi, honey. Nice to meet you. Oh my goodness, are you just so excited? Are you just so excited? Oh, look at the belly rubs. Look at the belly rubs. You are going to be a fan favorite here in about 10 minutes. Yep.
All right, we are back from the vet. Turner did a really good job. The vet I go to a couple towns over is so great. They're so sweet, so good with the dogs. They remembered every detail about Hooch, and they were really great on like informing me about Turner and his breed, and they chopped his little nails for free. It took 3 of them to do it. He was such a big baby about it, but he slept the whole car ride home. And then I walked back into a house of chaos. So I had a couple of work calls I needed to take. I talked to my dad. I had a package delivered. So I'm getting rid of these blinds I have. I just took this one down earlier today. These blinds make me feel like I live in a Florida motel. So I'm looking to put up more of a curtain rod situation. So I took the big one down because the big one is what arrived today, and I should be getting a couple of like sheer panels. Have not picked out actual curtains yet, so I just got the sheer panels for now. The little one should be coming on Monday, so I'll take that down then, but I wanted to put this up. It's actually really cute. Do I have the means to open this right now? Let's see. So here's what's gonna happen. I have my little thing to mount, and this is the bracket for the right side. So I'm gonna just try putting this up. I'm gonna kind of use, it's kind of a weird ceiling, so I'm gonna use the window trim as kind of like my guideline for all of this. So we'll see how it goes. Little by little, inch by inch. Those should work. I've got my drill. And we're just gonna line her up and go for it. I hope to God that works out, because I don't have the heart. Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? Good enough. Oh my gosh, everything today is hard. I've just been noticing. Mercury retrograde is done. So I don't know, like, what the big idea is. Stripped. Completely stripped. Oh my god! I need my little, like, pliers to rip these guys out. Oh my gosh, this is not... Usually these projects are fun. Oh. Okay, well, she came out a little bit. Now she's done for. Oh my gosh. That was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. My dog is also, like, eating everything. Last one, y'all. And just like that, my phone died, and the rest of that footage is lost in the ether. But that's okay. It was getting to be about 5 o'clock, and the dance studio was having their final run through of all their dances before they leave for competition tomorrow. So I wanted to go there and catch that. The studio owners, love them. They asked if I could take some footage of the photography so I could make like a hype video for them as they go to competition. So I got home and I did that, sent that the studio owners' way, and hopefully they like it and they post it. Maybe I'll post it here so you can see it too. But the good news, best news is I finally got my curtain and the curtain rod and the panels up. I think they look so good. I'm so proud of it. I can't wait for the little one to come for the other window, get that up. And I decided on an actual curtain because I couldn't decide what color or what material I wanted, but I found this really fun like camel colored velvet that I'm excited about. I had originally thought that I would go with like a terracotta, like a burnt orange situation. My brother mentioned yellow, which I thought would be really nice for the summer, but ultimately I decided to stay with that kind of earthy, muted tone so I can let like the knickknacks and the wall art really steal the attention with color. So I should get those tomorrow, so you'll see them very soon. But for now, I'm with the dogs in bed, and we're gonna try to fall asleep because I've been trying to pack 4 days worth of life in one lately, and I'm just very tired, and it's pretty late. Tomorrow's Friday. I gotta work, but it will be Friday, and I will be able to have some fun after 5 o'clock and hopefully get some rest. Say goodnight, Turner. Say goodnight, Hooch. So we did it. It's Friday. Oh my god, no, it's Saturday. Yesterday was Friday. Logged off, got a haircut, meant to do a bunch of other things, but I had to meet Christy to go to her parents' house for a fish fry, which was wonderful. But I keep just trying to pack too much into my days. And then I woke up this morning and realized that I just had a lot of commitments to myself and to my family, and I had to sadly message the studio and tell them that I couldn't make it to the competition. It was 2 hours away down in Detroit. But I was fortunately able to watch all of the dances via live stream. They're killing it. They're doing such a good job. But Team 1 had to come first today. I just had some things to take care of. Fortunately, I was able to find a little bit of quiet time in the late afternoon. I planned out where we're putting the deck. So I staked out the area. Originally, my dad and I had talked about doing a 12x8, but once I staked it out, it just looked so small. So I made 2 different areas. I made a 15 by 10 and a 15 by 15. I know there's going to be cost differentials and probably a little bit more labor on mine and my dad's part, but what I'm looking to do, I just think 15 by 15 is the most appropriate for that space. I'm looking to have a seating area. I'm looking to have a dining area plus a grill. So there's just a lot going into that. We're trying to make it modular. This isn't my permanent home, so it's not going to be my forever home. So we're looking to do 5x5, modular decking panels that we can fasten together. They won't be cemented into the ground, so that when I do eventually leave and find my permanent forever home, that I'll be able to take those with me, use them for whatever I want to use them for, but that we're not just putting a lot of permanent work into somewhere that is kind of temporary. Now I am starting the car and pulling out of the driveway to go to the theater to help with Oklahoma a little bit. I wasn't going to do that today. I was going to be at the dance competition, but since I was home and my afternoon freed up, I offered to come in and just take a look at their run through. I'm going to do a little Saturday night reset so that I have an easy Sunday, but I think that's where we're calling it for this week. We had a long list of things to do. We shot for the stars. We didn't get everything done, but we plan and God laughs. I'm really happy with what we were able to accomplish this week. Lessons learned, I would say that, as the weeks progress, I would really like to look at simplifying, not putting so much into each and every day, but really prioritizing key tasks and finding a little bit more time for relaxation, a little bit more time to sit around. I always thrive when I dilly-dally, so that's my lesson learned this week. The rose of this week was that I was able to move the needle forward on a couple of projects. I got the curtains up. I think they look great. I was able to actually see some friends, get Turner to his first vet appointment. So a lot of really beautiful roses on this week. And just looking forward to how I can simplify some of these things moving forward. But that's what we're calling it. If you're watching this Sunday, please enjoy. Have an easy start to your week. If you're watching this midweek, I hope you're getting a strong finish on your week. I will be posting again next Sunday. So if you want to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I post next. I think that's it. I'm going to leave you off here. I'm going to sign off. But before I do, here is a clip of the run through we had at the dance studio on Thursday. Enjoy, and I will see you next week. Bye.
0, 1, 2, 3. Let's get started. Oh, that's real good.